People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Truth is neither objectivity nor the balanced view. Truth is a selfless subjectivity. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. You have two choices, evolve or repeat. Remember, man does not live on bread alone. Sometimes he needs a little buttering up. When something can be read without effort, great effort has gone into its writing. Mist to mist, drops to drops, for water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. I do not believe in taking the right decision. I take a decision and make it right. If you want to see a rainbow, you have to learn to see the rain. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. Remember that you are only alive now. This is the only moment you have. Embrace it. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. Believe those who are seeking the truth, doubt those who find it. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. Genius is measured not by static volume, but by kinetic vision. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. We say later, later, until later becomes too late, and all we can think of is if only. We don't have to defeat any individual but our own self. All men know the use of the useful, but nobody knows the use of the useless. Transmit the established facts. Do not transmit words of exaggeration. If you do that, you will probably come out all right. Kendati batasantara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. Changing is what people do when they have no options left. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. He who steals a belt buckle pays with his life. He who steals a state gets to be a feudal lord. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. You don't put your life into your books. You find it there. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. Life is all about becoming a better version of yourself. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. I think there is only one quality worse than hardness of heart, then that is softness of head. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. But the truth doesn't need to be known or believed to be true. Everything is relative in this world, where change alone endures. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. If fate doesn't make you laugh, you just don't get the joke. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. Being born is like being kidnapped and then sold into slavery. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. You have made the moon, the jester said. That is the moon. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Keep creating. The world yearns to celebrate your next masterpiece. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. Some people could look at a mud puddle and see an ocean with ships. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Wit seduces by signaling intelligence without nerdiness. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. If you can dream it, you have the innate ability to make it a reality in your life. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources.